Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The leader of this Chiefs offense, Patrick Mahomes, he was good in Week 1, picking up right where he left off in 2018. That first quarter, Charles, he threw for over 200 yards.
Yeah, he was the MVP in 2018, wasn't he? Plans to be the MVP in 2019 with that type.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. McCoy got off to a good start in Week 1, Charles. 10 carries, 81 yards. He had a really nice 31-yard carry. Showed a lot of burst.
A lot of people thought he'd be more of a pass catcher in Kansas City, and that will still develop because he does that very well. But as you mentioned, he's still got a burst, doesn't he? He can still run the football. 10 carries, 81 yards. He might go into a timeshare with Damian Williams running the football, and that'll just make the Chiefs that much tougher. But he still has it. The guy they call Shady, he's excited about this challenge in Kansas City and thinks that he can help them get to the Super Bowl.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Here we go.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And McCoy is in for a Kansas City touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A 1-yard run on first down, another yard that gets him into the end zone on second down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the second down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Cohen. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something. They discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down.
Go! 50, plant. Line 54. And let's get some pressure. Now.
Back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
He won't go down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. This one left side caught by Patterson. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
70, 80.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cordero Patterson there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end. Zone. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Now on comes the Bears offense as they'll be called in to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Kansas City 1-0. They take the field here. They beat Jacksonville week 140-26. Sammy Watkins was really the headliner. He had 2 touchdowns in the first quarter, 3 total. He was explosive.
198 receiving yards. Both of those were career highs, and that's what people expected when he was drafted so high when he went to Buffalo. Now we're seeing it, and it comes at a great time for Kansas City because Tyreek Hill got hurt in this game. Clavicle, sternum trauma, they call it.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That one goes for 30 yards. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 28 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Bears coming back out here on offense at 0-1 after the Week 1 loss, Charles, to Green Bay. That low-scoring affair. It was the 199th meeting all-time between those 2 storied franchises. And look, it was a night where they were actually honoring the 85 Bears. The defense held up, but the offense was non-existent.
They just could never get anything going. I think Green Bay played better on defense than maybe what was expected. But they just didn't make the plays that were necessary. And you're right, the 85 Bears, they will always be celebrated in the Windy City. But the offense, okay, here's an example. Their offensive drives, punt, field goal, punt, 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 turnover on downs, punt, interception, turnover on downs. Not the way to get the season started. That's got to change in a hurry for Chicago. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw, right?
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Darren Lee coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On the draw, this is Cohen. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Back to throw here. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen there to make the grab as the Bears push further out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs are and Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mahomes now to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here comes Cohen. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded about a yard deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Some quarterbacks just seem to have a knack for setting up the draw play, and he did it really well there.
And those guys who can do that well often are very good at play action, too. And the beneficiaries, they're running backs and they're wide receivers.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side, brushing off defenders. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Here we go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front.
And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. He's got a Bears touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there. And
he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right out.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And an alley to run. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And he loses the football a second time, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them.
And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. The catch made by Miller. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
His own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 21-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Mahomes going to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Well, last year, Chris Conley was the 3rd option at receiver for Kansas City. He shipped off to Jacksonville. Now they're hoping that Robinson can help fill that void. And Andy Reid has said that he and Mahomes are developing a great rapport, hoping to improve upon the 22 times they connected last season. That's going to set him back 5 yards. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Mahomes again. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And this is picked up by the Bears. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. With that, let's get you up to Nashville and Nissan Stadium for the call. We welcome him.
By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Push him back.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Offensive starters, here they are. And Delaney Walker, Charles, it's a guy that you and I said we wanted to discuss a bit.
Yeah, and we should, because remember, he came out of college as a wide receiver, so he's one of the early guys to move from a wide receiver position to tight end and still run routes as if he were a wide receiver. An excellent target.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Down. 90s Wolf. 54. They're going to need some therapy after this.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jayon Brown. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy,
Philip Dorsett by himself. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 53 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
It's a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
What we got?
Now Mariota. Well, he's going to go for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. Here's Mariota. Going to throw right side here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the red zone now, Mariota. And right side, Henry's got it. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw is Mariota. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 yards on the play, first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump at.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. From 4 yards out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Call it a gain of 5. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. After 17-7 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And here is motion again. And that's going to be 2 in a row. Maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say about them nowadays in the NFL. But I think he thought he was one of the key pieces in that play and wanted to get out and execute the assignment very fast.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Offense.
Isaiah Wynn. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.